Alright, we're blasting at the start of Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj. This is going to be my 4th raid in a row, trying to get the Qiraji ceremonial ring for my Mutilate rogue to complete my 3-piece Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj set, which will reduce the energy cost of all my finishing moves by 50%, which is super duper crazy good for Mutilate rogues. But for the life of me, I cannot even get this dang ring to drop. Hopefully we'll see it drop in this raid. Hopefully we'll win the roll. There's a soft reserve raid, and we have one other person rolling against the ring. I believe, let me double check. Yep, one other person will be rolling against the ring here. On average, 1 ceremonial ring should drop per raid. Ayamiss and Buru have 30% chance to drop, and all the other bosses have 10%. That adds up to, 1 per raid on average, but we've gotten extremely unlucky. Anyways, this rogue is playing with 6-piece Night Slayer Thrill, 3-piece Zandalar. I wish I was playing with 3-piece AQ set, but instead we got Windstriker Dream Eater, a little Venomous Totem, Band of Acuria. We did get a super swag Belt of Never-Ending Agony off of Cthulhu in Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. And we're going to be doing Temple of Ahn'Qiraj later today, and hopefully see some more sweet loot. And hopefully we go into Temple of Ahn'Qiraj with our freshly completed, 3-piece set or whatever. Right, anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, you can jump ahead to whatever boss you want. There will be links in the video description. If you're interested in the talent build or any other kind of rogue advice, this goes to the live audience and the YouTube audience. You can check out the Simon I Show Discord. There's all kinds of talent builds, bis lists, all kinds of that advice there. We've got just a standard Mutilate build, 30 points Assassination, 21 points Combat. You can go a little bit better for like just purely single target damage by pulling some points out of Combat and shifting them over to the other builds, but I think that's a very bad idea. Blade Flurry is extremely good in the situations where it's good, and I wouldn't take that out of the build. OG Lynch says, I found your leveling tip on Wowhead was better than the actual rogue leveling guide. I don't know what you mean by the actual rogue leveling guide, but sounds like you liked my advice, so cool. Glad to hear it. Alright, this first boss has basically one mechanic that you need to worry about as a rogue. Pretty much one mechanic you need to worry about as just about anything is sand traps. Throughout the fight, he'll spawn a sand pile beneath someone's feet, and then a couple seconds later it'll explode and it'll debuff everyone nearby. And make them have 60%, 50% increased chance to miss for 20 seconds. So you basically do no damage. So the main thing is don't get hit by sand trap, and if you can manage that, everything else should just fall into place. But sometimes it's hard to see them beneath, the boss has a fat ass and there's a bunch of other graphics going on. I feel like this is perpetually a problem with World of Warcraft bosses, is it's hard to see a lot of mechanics. It's hard to discern what's going on. Alright, cooldown's up. Thistle Tea used. Cold Blood used. Any sand traps? Oh. Yeah, there was one. Alright, Ghosties. That's the hard mode mechanic. It's basically irrelevant. Hank is requesting a taunt. Probably has too many stacks of the Mortal Strike or whatever. Okay, I feel like we didn't do very well. Also, it was supposed to be on Master Looter. Lord's Insignia, and it's very much not on Master Looter. Belt of the Sand Reaver. Plate. Gavel of Karaji Authority. Pass. For this section, let's put Carnage Rune on. Yeah, because we're mostly just going to be using Crimson Tempest. Is Tricks and Misdirect in Season of Discovery? Neither. I wish so dearly that some threat abilities like that were in the game. But no. Okay, let's do a prediction. Start prediction. Will Ceremonial Ring drop from next boss? Spelled it wrong. Yes, no. 5 minutes on the clock. So this should be about if Wowhead's data is correct, should be about a 1 in 10 to see Ceremonial Ring drop off of Rajaxx. It's a bit of a long shot, but it's a possibility. Alright, they're sorting out the loot from Kurinaxx. Slighty451 says, speaking of soft reserve, I watched your video on the emblem auction loot system you proposed, and now wish they'd implement something like that. Yeah, that video was all about how, like, you know, a lot of people say a lot of negative things about GDKP, and I feel like a lot of the discussion about GDKP loot system just doesn't really acknowledge that legitimate players might want this system, and the video kind of goes over what good things the GDKP loot system does. And then says, like, well, like, you could create a loot system similar to that, but you'd, like, need Blizzard's help. Blizzard would have to implement it. That would do a lot of the similar good things and avoid the, like, negative pitfall of being open to real money transaction abuse. But I feel like I've talked about GDKP a lot, made videos about GDKP a lot, trying to, like, talk about what the good things are and, like, why legitimate players would like to participate in GDKP, and it's never a popular thing. Like, the community sentiment towards GDKP is so overwhelmingly negative that, like, you try to say anything good about it, and you just get spammed with comments of, like, fucking gold buyers, you must be a gold buyer if you say anything good about GDKP. Oh, you blah blah blah. It's endless. So it's not a hill I want to die on, but it's a opinion I have. Basically, I'll give you, since we're just killing trash, I'll give you guys the recap. Yeah, so in a GDKP, you auction off items for the highest gold bidder, and then all the winning bids are collected by the, like, loot master, and then at the end of the raid, you know, the whole pot of all the winning bids is distributed amongst all the people who participated in the raid. So this is good for a couple of reasons. One is you show up to a GDKP raid, you know for sure you are going to get something for your time. Whereas when I show up to a soft reserve raid, I know that the most likely outcome is I walk away with nothing but a repair bill and spent consumes. So, like, for me, going to a raid where I know I'm going to get something for my time, that feels pretty good. You know, you either walk out with more gold or more items than you had. One or the other. Right, also, because you're giving all the players gold, you have a reward that's valuable to players who may already be, like, geared and experienced with the raid, right? Even if they don't need particular drops from the raid, they're still incentivized to attend and help out, because they're getting something that is valuable to them. So the result of that is you tend to more frequently have geared and experienced players attending GDKP raids. You have higher quality raids because you're actually providing an incentive for the people that know what the hell's going on to continue attending. So fewer wipes, fewer problems like that. And since you can hold a reward until the end of the raid, you're much less likely to have people leave in the middle of a raid, like after the boss that drops the item they want is dead, and they're like, oh, I either won the item or it didn't drop, and they just bail. And that happens, I mean, not every raid, but it's very annoying when it does happen. And, you know, a soft reserve system doesn't really have anything to counteract that built into the loot system. So you just get that much more often in those type of systems. So I tried to imagine a loot system that captures a lot of those benefits, but tries to avoid the pitfall of being open to real money transaction abuse, which, by the way, is something I gotta emphasize every time I bring this up. Doing real money transactions is already against the rules. You don't need to ban GDKP to make, you know, real money transaction be a bannable offense. It's already a bannable offense. It's already been a bannable offense for a very long time. It's just not enforced very well.
1,000 years of injustice will end this day.
Right, Blade Flurry's up, Evasion's up. Right, so I imagined a system similar to the GDKP auction system, but then instead of bidding gold on items, you would basically bid your Badge of Justice or your Tarnished Undermine Reels or whatever, a currency that only comes from the raid and can only be traded within the raid. And then, you know, you capture a lot of the benefits of a GDKP system, but I don't think that's something that players can emulate on their own. You know, I think that requires Blizzard to implement that system themselves.
Your time has come. Go and hide in the Emerald Tree. Pray, never fight.
Yeah, my opinion is that they banned GDKP in Season of Discovery just because the community sentiment was overwhelmingly negative towards it. And whether it was legitimately so or not is, you know, everyone's gonna have a different opinion of that. Personally, I've played in GDKP raids for a very long time, never bought gold, geared many characters through doing GDKP raids across multiple phases of Wrath of the Lich King, and Phase 1 of Season of Discovery. Never ever felt like I had to buy gold to participate. You know, I'm the living proof, and I got hundreds of VODs to show it. Alright, here we go. General Rajaxx hoping for the ring here. Anyways, that's enough of that discussion. Let's focus on getting this Ahn'Qiraj ceremonial ring. Pumping some damage. We got Regal Drape. The same thing that dropped off the first boss. Double backstab book. Already known, and I have one in my inventory. So that's a no. Choose outcome. Will ceremonial ring drop from next boss? The answer is no. But we can just re-up that prediction for Moam. Let me do it. I know you guys love gambling on stuff. Okay, 5-minute prediction is up. This will be for Moam dropping the ceremonial ring. Should be, again, a 10% chance on this boss. Slighty451 says, my biggest frustration with raiding, which your system addresses, is not having guaranteed character progression. Even prefer the personal loot system of retail, with RNGs becoming more favorable over time to a soft reserve system. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for me, too, is, like, it feels better going into a raid knowing you're going to progress in some way than it does going into a raid being like, well, there's about a 10% chance I progress my character and a 90% chance I have fuck all to show for it at the end of this raid. Phil asked, did you see they buffed warriors? I did not see that. Yeah, Classic was never about guaranteed progression, but, you know, enough players liked that, you know, they opted for a system that gave them that. Jesus, I did not do very much damage. Those mobs didn't live very long. Alright, here's a debate that's worth having. Go to a dungeon. You come upon a locked chest. You're the rogue. You're the only one in the group who can open the locked chest. Should the other people in the group be rolling on the contents of the locked chest? Is it fair game for everyone in the raid and expected that the rogue just opens it and lets everyone else have it? I say no. I say no, and I relate it to, like, herbalism nodes and mining nodes. I've never heard of groups, like, rolling off the herbs in an herb node, or rolling off the contents of a mining node when they get to a mining node. You know, the group is required, you know, it requires the whole group to make it to that mining node, or make it to that herbalism node, or make it to that chest. So, sure, the individual couldn't get there without the group, but it seems like a different standard. Like, I'd say the norm is that rogues are expected to let other people roll on the contents of a locked chest. And the norm is that no one rolls on the contents of an herbalism node or a mining node. And that's weird to me. They should all three of those, to me, are in the same category. The entire group is required to, in order to get the individual to that node to be able to, like, loot it. Yet, you know, you need a particular profession or ability to be able to do anything with the node. Oh god, this was not the boss to stay, Carnage Rune on. This boss is immune to bleeds. Also, about to close this prediction on whether or not the ceremonial ring drops. So get your points in quick. I don't know what's really happening here tank-wise. Nor do I care. Alright, prediction and submission. What do we got? Dustwind Turban. Wrong ring. Jesus Christ, I'm cursed. I'm cursed. Choose outcome. No. Will not drop from the next boss. Holy frick, man. Gemsy, if you're confused about what consumables I'm using, you can check out on the Discord. There's a list of all the consumables being used. I don't like repeating, you know, the same information. Oh, what poisons are you using? What talents are you using? What consumables are you using? That's all very easily accessible for you on the Simon I Show Discord if you want to find that information out. Anything good in the chest? I think they actually did the chest loot first. Thick Silithid, chest guard, schematic obsidian scope, razor spike shoulder plates, blacksmithing. This guy is alchemy and leatherworking on this character, so neither of those patterns are good for me. Yeah, you just go Simon I Show Discord, read here first, start, sod consumables, DPS. Flask updated, foods, honey badger is there. Yep, all the stuff is there. Alright, now we go to Buru and Ayamiss, bosses 4 and 5. Each of these bosses has a 30% chance to drop the ring that we want, okay? These are the big ones. Every other boss is 10%. These are the 30%ers. Okay, so these are the ones where it's most likely we see the ceremonial ring. So I re-upped the stream prediction. Oh god, that's gonna kill someone for sure. Oh, they're engaged with oh my god. This half the raid's gonna wipe here. They're all fucking dead. This guy's dead for sure. Okay, maybe he vanishes. And then Slurp dies. Yeah, I bet they seem to be kind of in trouble. This thing is not being tanked properly, so send a big stun. Alright, let's go back to that nice and easy cut to the chase wrist rune. Never mind, I'm still in combat. Yeah, it's all good, Gemsy, don't worry. Alright, what are we doing? We're all alive again. Okay, perfect. Big Blade Flurry coming up. Crimson on all 3 of them. Little Blade Flurry to Envenom there. Boom. Huge dam. Nice, nice, nice. Stealth, go over here, hit the cheap shot into the kidney shot. I think if you just kill them quickly, they don't burrow, but you can also stun lock them, and then they don't burrow that way either. And not dead. Activated the hard mode. Perfect. Would I rather have Shadow Step or Poison Knife? I've been running Shadow Step this whole time, and I didn't really use it that much. Probably once I actually have the 3-piece bonus activated, I won't care about Poison Knife anymore. I'll just run Shadow Step all the time. But until then, I might have to continue with... Oh, is he on me? Yeah, okay, he's on me. Not anymore, okay. No longer on me. Oh, dude, why do people do this? Why do they kite him through the water? He's gonna die now. Okay, he almost died. No one can follow it safely when it gets kited through the water. Oh god, I'm dead now. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay. Prediction is still up for this boss, whether or not the ring drops. Won't be up for long. The boss is gonna die soon. They not fighting him towards the egg, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We can just not do that also. That is actually, like, not even kidding. That is actually totally fine. You can just DPS him down and ignore the whole egg mechanic. Alright. Submissions closed on the prediction. 30% dropper. What do we got? What we got is a poison pool that is preventing me from looting it. Fetish of chitinous spikes. Lord's insignia. Oh, ceremonial ring. Whoa. Whoa. The ring dropped, but it was on epic loot level. Adamesha looted it. Oh my god. I sincerely hope this gets sorted out. The raid leader sees it, but it's in Adamesha's bag, so we have to, it's on this person whether it actually gets distributed to the correct person, and, you know, Adamesha is someone who can use that item. So there's always the chance they just decide, screw it, I'm keeping the ring. We'll see what happens. Okay, they did trade it. Okay, we have 2 rolls for the ring. It's going out now. 85 and 97. God damn it! 4 raids in a row. The first one I see, I don't even win. Oh my god, dude. Fourth raid in a row. This is the very first ring I've even seen it drop. No, I soft reserved it. The other guy soft reserved it too. And he rolled a 85 and a 97, and I rolled a 85 and a 61, so he had the higher roll. Yeah, we got a 30% chance off next boss and a 10% chance off of last boss. We could get lucky, but man, after 2 whole weeks of... I'm so disappointed. The disappointment is mostly because I've been so ridiculously unlucky in trying to get this ring to begin with. Okay, I'm dead. I thought I was, I don't know, gonna get healed before, you know, I was rooted in the poison. I was wrong. Man, I mean, the thing that pisses me off the most is, like, my other rogues have the set, but, like, the set is by far the most impactful to have on a Mutilate rogue. So, of course, my Mutilate rogue is the one that doesn't have it and has the absolute worst luck. What kind of KB you play with? Oh, keyboard? This one? I don't know. Is it able to drop again? Yes. Every boss can drop the ring. You just have different odds. We're rooted, we're disarmed, we're in a poison pool. Get out of that. Okay, 1, 2, big pog damage. 3. There we go. Consumables up again.
Finally got around to linking my Amazon and Twitch pog.
Oh, Stranger Than Myth coming in with the Prime Gaming free subscription if you link your Amazon Prime in your Twitch account. That's right. Very cool. Thank you, Stranger Than Myth. I appreciate the support. Thank you for 3 months. What rogue is AQ 40 today? This one. The one we're on right now. At this rate is going to be yet another AQ 40 without having the 3-piece set. Like, honestly, the 3-piece set bonus is more impactful to my character's performance than any piece of loot I can get out of AQ 40. It's actually the most important loot I can get this entire phase. Alright, that was unfortunate. We'll just go buff. 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 Okay. We are. Three-piece set is its BIS damage output for every single rogue build. I mean, it's huge. Not just for Mutilate. Some tank builds, some people will say, oh, you know, I prefer the defensive stats instead of a massive damage increase. And it's like, okay, whatever you say. But it's unquestionably the best thing for any damage dealing build. Okay, Ayamiss the Hunter. This is also 30% for this ring. Alright, they gotta do this boss. Ah, whatever, we'll just stay on Shadow Step. Shadow Step's really good for the next boss. Kinda doesn't do anything on this one, though. Here we just level bow skill. We could be stacking Occult Poison by spamming Poison Knife right now. But I was simply too lazy to do that. Target the boss again. Then occasionally someone will get, like, sacrificed on the altar or whatever. Okay, she's coming down. Now I can actually hit. No. Right during the cooldown activations. Good. Got that. Okay. Ring, please. Please, ring. Please, please, anyone, ring. Please, please, ring. Please, please, ring. Please, 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 ring. It's not the ring. It's a 10% drop chance spike tilt. Alright. Last potential ring drop of the entire instance will be on the last boss we're going to now. Hyper Iben, if you have people that want to carry you while you contribute almost nothing to the raid team and raid success, absolutely, people could carry you if you find people willing to do that for you. But I would say most people are not interested in just randomly carrying someone. Uh-oh. I don't actually have Vanish. I'm dead. What did I vanish? I vanished for damage on the last boss. Who getting carried now? Me, because I clicked the thing like the raid leader asked me to. Anyways. What's the brown potion consume you had earlier? Good question. If you want to know any basic bitch information like what talents you're using, what gear should I use, what consumables should I use, you can read on the Discord. There's a great resource there to find out all that kind of information so I don't have to repeat it every single time it gets asked. you learn how to use the resource, then you help yourself in the future. Alright, they'll make it to us eventually. You want to see something fucking tragic? It wasn't a question, actually. Wait, that's a single image. I meant to find the clip. Here we go.
I hope Ropes of the Royal Crown drops some cars on.
Look, watch up there.
Careful with AoE because they're right above us.
Yep, they aggroed up above. They're fighting that.
Just kill these. Oh, yeah, I think we need to run. Right? Yeah.
Yes. Run.
Does everyone have speed cut?
I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, careful of the fire.
There's Annie Fuchsia, Dendy,
Is
Grubby,
everyone able to run?
who's the priest,
Yeah.
IRV,
Oh, but we can't run out of
Converting
this.
to raid?
and Milkhard, the warrior.
Do we Hearthstone?
Yeah, we have to fight them. No, we have to fight them. Just fight
Are we
them.
gonna be able to?
Non-elite guys. There's a non-elite. I think we should.
There are very many non-elites.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just non-elites guys. 2.5k HP everyone.
I have to ice block.
They decide they have to fight because the mobs in the Lyceum are still alive.
Fucking shouting.
Oh god.
Guys,
You could tell Annie is,
I'm on elite.
Annie knows it's over at this point.
Wait, we left party or what?
I think.
No.
No,
I'm not in party.
you are.
Why am I?
Oh fuck.
I'm dead.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck me.
No.
Tragic. 4 players dead in that BRD.
What do I do?
I'm so sorry. That was actually.
Yeah, I mean, they should have pulled the mobs back out of the Imperials. This is the room where they pulled the mobs initially, right there, and they aggroed some stuff from up above right there. They should have pulled that back so they didn't even have any chance of aggroing the stuff from up above. Let's see, there's still... Let's go res. Wait, my my raid group is not doing so well. Let's see. They're having a hard time, it seems. And everyone but Dendy died. Dendy vanished and got out safe, as a rogue, as a proper rogue should. And everyone else died. Yo, what's my Cenarian Circle reputation at? These guys feeding me a bunch of Cenarian Circle reputation. Honored? Nice. Alright, I think they're out of combat now? I think they killed whatever they were fighting. Vanishes. Thanks for the dungeon, everyone. Proceed to Hearth. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, they rezzed up most of the team, but not me. Paying attention in raid. No, I died before. I was already dead when I sacrificed myself to click the crystal per the raid leader's instructions. I just wasn't supposed to die doing this. And then I tabbed out to watch death clips. See, then we got rezzed by a goon. Ex-goon. Oh yeah, we still have the no overlay from watching the clip. Thank you. Reminding me, Phil. There we are. Alright, ad is in. Make this smaller. Put it over there. It's exploding. Didn't explode. Okay, we're fine. Do I need anything else before we do this? I don't think so. I'm in Shadow Step. I'm in Cut to the Chase. Yeah, I'm pretty much where I want to be. Oh, this guy's just running up.
Rise, you are terminated.
God. My threat's a little too high. I'm gonna vanish. Just shadow step back to the boss. Step back to the boss. Keep doing damage. See, now we're out of energy. This wouldn't happen if I had Veiled Shadows 3-piece set from Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj that came out 5 weeks ago. No, 2.5 weeks ago. 5 resets ago. Step back to the boss. Okay, 10%. Maybe next week we'll get to have fun, you guys, with the fun new powerful items. Maybe next week we'll get to have fun and enjoy playing this character. Not this week. So out of 4 raids now, I finally saw it drop, but lost the roll on it. Blame the group, then leave. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay, I don't think there's any other patterns. Convince the priest that it's yours? No, the other rogue won it, and not gonna try to take it from him or anything like that. Razor Spike Battle Plate. Armor Smith Blacksmithing. Bine's been picked up. Well, these ones that we got on our first reset, yeah, they're still here.